Amidst the excitement of the Beijing military parade, the world was treated to more than just majestic rows of troops, galloping armored tanks, or roaring fighter jets. One moment caught the attention of international military observers. The presence of a directed energy weapon called the LY-1. Its presence was not merely a technological display, but a powerful statement that a new chapter in modern warfare had begun, an era where light could be used as a deadly weapon. Unlike conventional missiles or cannons, the LY-1 does not rely on explosives or physical projectiles. This weapon uses directed energy capable of hitting targets at the speed of light. That's why its presence is being called a game-changer in China's defense strategy. The Beijing parade was not only a display of strength, but also a stage for a tacit declaration that China is now a major player in the race for advanced military technology. The LY-1's first public appearance marked a significant turning point. The world witnessed China confidently showcasing a weapon that had previously only been the subject of speculation in military intelligence circles. By presenting it at the parade, China demonstrated that this technology was no longer just an experimental prototype, but a system ready for operational use on a real scale. Furthermore, this moment was clearly no accident. By publicly displaying the LY-1, China sent a strong political message to its rivals. It was ready to compete even in the most cutting-edge military technology realm. This seemed to be a declaration that China was not only capable of catching up, but also had the potential to take a leadership position in the global arms revolution. The LY-1 is designed to counter the primary threats of modern warfare: drones, reconnaissance aircraft, and precision missiles. In naval or land warfare, these threats can come in large numbers at once. Lasers like the LY-1 offer a solution capable of rapidly destroying targets without relying on limited ammunition. Claims that the LY-1 is one of the most powerful laser systems in the world have drawn attention. If true, China possesses a weapon that could alter the global strategic landscape. This weapon not only enhances defense capabilities but also creates a new pressure factor in international military politics, forcing other nations to reassess their defense strategies and technologies. Not only does it destroy targets, the LY-1 is also designed to disable vital enemy systems by damaging optical sensors and electronic devices. A drone or missile that loses navigation capabilities is instantly blinded and defenseless. This strategy is highly effective because it allows for the neutralization of threats without physically destroying the entire system. This capability makes the LY-1 more terrifying than conventional weapons. For enemy operators, this invisible threat has a profound psychological impact. Imagine a multi-million-dollar weapon system losing functionality simply because of a flash of light, no explosion, no warning. This is a weapon that is not only technically destructive but also mentally destabilizing to the enemy. In the modern era, defense costs have become a crucial issue. The threat of low-cost drones can force any country to spend huge sums of money to counter them with interceptor missiles. The LY-1 presents a revolutionary solution, as a single laser shot costs virtually nothing compared to a single missile, which can cost millions of dollars. This makes the LY-1 not just a weapon, but a smart financial strategy. With this weapon, China can protect high-value assets like aircraft carriers or military bases without worrying about overspending. This efficiency paves the way for a new model of warfare, where victory is determined not only by technological prowess but also by clever management of military budgets. Although initially described as a naval weapon, The LY-1's appearance at the parade on the HZ-14 eight-wheeled vehicle presented a new surprise. This means this weapon is not limited to the sea. It can be transported to land, mounted on combat vehicles, or even used to protect large cities from air threats. This flexibility demonstrates that the LY-1 is designed for more than just one function. It can adapt quickly to military needs. This makes it invaluable, as it can operate in multi-pronged warfare scenarios, land, sea, and air. In the long term, this adaptability makes the LY-1 more dangerous and more relevant than conventional weapons. The LY-1 is ultimately a symbol of China's ambition to change the face of warfare. This weapon is not simply a technological innovation, but also a grand vision of how war will be waged in the future. By relying on directed energy, China aims to prove its ability to dictate a new direction in global military strategy. With the introduction of the LY-1, the world is entering a new phase in the energy arms race. The old rules centered on missiles, tanks, or artillery are being replaced by new concepts that are faster, quieter, and more economical. The question is no longer whether laser weapons will dominate, but when other nations will be able to catch up. And until then, China has already taken a decisive first step. The arrival of the LY-1 is not just a technological achievement. It also triggers a new chapter in the global arms race. Just as nuclear weapons once transformed the face of world geopolitics, combat lasers have the potential to trigger similar dynamics. Major powers will not stand idly by as China takes the lead. The United States, Russia, and even European nations are likely to accelerate their own energy weapons projects to ensure the balance of power remains intact. This means the world may be entering a new era of competition where directed energy weapons become symbols of military supremacy. While the nuclear race once forced the world to live in the shadow of mutually assured destruction, the laser race now presents a different threat: faster, quieter, but no less devastating war. The LY-1 is more than just a weapon. It signals that a new chapter in military history has begun, and anyone left behind risks losing relevance on the battlefield of the future.